Hello and welcome to Decision Support Systems for Managers. We are into module 4 lecture 10 and today this lecture is the last lecture on this module of Decision Support Systems for Materials Managers. Okay, what have we covered till now? We have covered the entire gamut of warehousing and materials management, and in the last week we ended up to ASRS system, that is advanced storage, automated storage and replenishment systems. Okay. And there we see ultimately what we learned through all these 10 lectures under this module is cost is paramount, and every organization is doing everything possible to reduce cost, and every organization understands a machine is less and less costly. So, everywhere there is tremendous pressure on humans and workforce to sustain and let the system sustain. So, it is a difficult and challenging task. We will come to it a bit later on, but today this module is mainly focused on decision making, managerial aspects of warehousing. Okay, clear? So, managerial decision making in the context of warehousing. The first thing that we will learn here or we will discuss here is theft in warehouses. Okay. Now, whatever be it, no matter whichever industry, whichever systems, theft in warehouses has been their point of discussion and it is still there. Okay. I am smiling because one of my very known and a very senior person who has worked in industry for many years and have very recently retired, he told me one very interesting thing. He had a very different way of putting this thing called theft. He said there are two types of thefts. One is dead theft. Remember, you will not get these in any books. One is dead, D-E-A-D, dead theft, and the other is live, L-I-V-E, or alive. Okay. Alive theft and dead theft. What is dead theft? Dead theft is, it will happen, very common, it will happen. Okay. You cannot prevent it. Okay. Knowingly, unknowingly it will happen, knowingly also, but unknowingly also. For example, my office gives me pen to write in the office, right? That is, office is giving me pen and paper to write in the office, right? But what will happen? At the end of the day, the pen is here in my pocket. The end of the day, the pen is here in my pocket, right? So, I go away like that. I myself don't know that it is an office pen, I should keep it back in my office, but next day it comes back to the office again. Okay? Next day it comes back to the office. So, this is, and so I may lose it also. In the office also, see, certain things we call as consumables, we consume it. Stapler, you think, each one of you think in your work setting, at a home also, how many times you have lost a stapler? Gone. These will happen. We lose it, sometimes we don't steal it, we lose it because kept it somewhere, not getting it. Let us get a new one. This is called dead theft. Okay. Clear? Dead theft. Other is live theft. That live theft is actually the one that we should be worried about. Dead theft will happen. You cannot. I remember one day, two people, I was traveling by train and two people were discussing. They have a shop. One person was saying that, but quite some years back, one person was saying that I have got an assistant and he is working for rupees 700 only. per month, 700 salary, that assistant is working in that shop. I did not know those two people, but I was forced to comment how much who is that great soul who will work for rupees 700 per month, right from morning 7 to night 11. Who is that great soul? Please allow me to meet him. That means that there is some other incentive. Okay, unless you are really a person from the ascetic world, there is some other incentive. So, theft are of two types, dead and alive, or life theft. Anyway, we are not concerned with the dead theft, that will happen. Normal loss, it will happen. Okay? But we are concerned with the life thefts, right. So, let us now discuss the life thefts possible in a warehouse. Okay? Step 1. First thing in the morning in the warehouse, first phone call will come from the truck driver, which we call as a trucker here. They will ask, I am coming, this is my vehicle number, I am coming from some place in Himachal Pradesh, I am standing at such and such place, give me a time when I can enter the warehouse and download the material. Okay. Now, who is the truck driver? Truck driver is a non-entity. The transport agency is the entity. Now, if the warehouse does not give the proper time to the truck driver, who is losing? The transporting agency is losing, because their vehicle is waiting, standing, and unless the wheels roll, you do not earn revenue. So, what do the transporter do? The transporter attempts to pay bribe to the warehouse staff who is actually giving the time. Okay, who is actually giving the time. So, trucker gives the warehouse, trucker gives bribe to warehouse, there is one word missing, trucker gives money to warehouse to get a good delivery time. How to prevent it? Have a set schedule for each transporter, a type of consignment, that okay, small consignments morning irrespective of the transporter, afternoon this, evening this. Is the trucker giving right information about the type of cargo? Check, cross check with the advance shipping note. Why this happens, you know. Here is your origin, factory, warehouse A, and 10 kilometer away is warehouse B. Now, the truck driver calls up warehouse A and says, I have come, this is my vehicle number, give me a time, and you have given time. You are a good person, you have given time. But is at all this truck driver slated for warehouse A, or is he slated for warehouse B? He has done a trick. He does not want to travel another 10 kilometers. So, same company warehouse, same company, two warehouses. So, what he does? He dumps his product in warehouse A and goes away. So, check with the shipping note, is the driver really assigned to your warehouse? Okay. Warehouse staff compares the information given by the trucker against the advance shipping note received earlier by the warehouse. Okay. So, are there indications of alterations to the advance shipping note, such as illegible numbers, things scratched out, etc.? Check up the advance shipping note. Advance shipping means it is coming, in advance it is coming, should come from the company or vendor and not from the trucker. If in doubt, call the consignee. Most important, the trucker arrives and is assigned to a specific receiving door in the warehouse where they will unload the material. If the trucker is assigned the same door every time, conspiracy between the trucker and the receiver may happen. Person who is receiving, loading, unloading the goods, rotate the assignment of doors. Okay. Seal, it has to be sealed, right? the seal number, the container has to be sealed, agreed. The seal number does not match the one sent with the advance shipping note. Just check up, is it a clerical error or a signal of a theft that the seal number is not matching? Sometimes what will happen, the truck driver will open the seal and bring you intact for you to check the seal number. So, you say, okay, seal number is fine, keep it. But who has opened the seal? The truck driver. Was your representative there while opening the seal? No, right? So, the problem. Okay. So, do not allow this. Now, there is only one seal for containerized assignment. No. There should be seals on all the joints. If not, report to the consignee and check whether they have put only one seal. If they say one seal, you ask them for an email and say that you send an email saying that all our containers in future or that we have sent via this particular transport route all have only one seal. That is a document that you should keep, otherwise you land into trouble. There is no seal at all. Less than truckload LTL shipments may not have seal, so double count. Whatever you are getting, do a double count. Now, once they are dumped down, you have to count, right? And look at the problem. Most of the products now, particularly the Coke and Pepsi bottles, etc., there is a plastic wrapping around, right? There is a damage to the shrink wrap around the pallet, damaged. Carefully count. There may be an in transit theft. You know what? These Coke and Pepsi bottles or any cold drink bottles, they are 20 or 24 bottles, they are wrapped around. If you pull one from the middle, they will not collapse. You pull one from the side, they will collapse. So, pulling can happen from the middle. So, be very careful. Okay. Merchandise is unloaded. Goods are left on the truck, but a receipt for full unload is signed. This is a common theft. Unload, one carton is still there on the truck. Have a manager check that there is nothing left in the truck. Checked, truck gone. Randomly call back the truck and check if anything is left over. Because once the truck has gone, the truck driver may feel very complacent. Call him back. Okay? And check. Where check in the Indian setting, many of these trucks above the driver's cabin there is an added enclosure. Check up that place. Okay? Now, unloaded merchandise is counted and given final inspection. Products that have come in a pallet, some has been stolen. Items at the center of the pallet can be removed, not evident by looking at the pallet. Check center of the pallet. Sample check of some of the pallets we have just mentioned. Small amounts are missing from the boxes. If consignment is in boxes, sellotape is opened, one shampoo bottle taken away, resealed, done. So, what are you doing now? We are using tamper evident tapes. Means if you remove the tape will have your company's name on it, sellotape. If you remove the tape, along with that brown piece of paper will also come away. That means now nobody can reseal it, because that brown piece of paper, it will be evident that somebody had actually taken it before. Unloaded merchandise is left in the staging area. So, we have brought in material, they will be now taken in the truck goes, it was full truckload, it has gone. Some material is still there, waiting for the second truck to come in and they will load it. Very vulnerable. Is the trucker loitering around? Is still there? Is there adequate security? Unloaded truck, okay, unloaded merchandise is left. Yeah, so sorry, I will rephrase it. Material has been unloaded, it is lying there. Is the trucker still around? Maybe you can just pass on something, we can just pass on. Unloaded truck still at the loading bay, unload, it has been unloaded, still the truck is standing. Who is watching the truck driver? If the truck has to wait, make sure his doors are locked and sealed, then let them wait. Okay? But you have to be very, very careful. The undamaged very important, undamaged merchandise is recorded as damaged. Get the manager to check this process. Take pictures of the damaged shipment with barcode if possible, very important. Merchandise goes missing somewhere between the staging area and the storage area. It has been unloaded, now it is being taken to the racks, in between it has got missing. 200 cartons downloaded or unloaded, 199 cartons in the storage area, 1 carton missing. What has happened? This can be a big problem if you have lots of people walking around. Certain areas should be off limits, do not allow. Unpalletized products need to be guarded. Critical and crucial for hot products, we mean clothing, medicine, computer, jewelry. Okay. So, sometimes what you have done is unpalleted products, you put a net, okay, so that people are very careful with it. Now, so these are areas of theft, you should be very careful. There will be other areas which you will come up with while you are working. This is only a snapshot, but we just gave you some areas which you should be very careful about. Okay. Now, we come up to another aspect, human aspects in warehousing and materials management. Okay. Human aspects, very important. We were saying right at the beginning, most companies are trying to automate their systems. Automation means less cost, less recurring cost, uncertainty removed, whether an employee will at all come to office today or whether he or she will take leave, we do not know. So, uncertainty is removed, less cost, and more importantly, the machine will perform what it has promised to perform. If the machine is performing, let us say 10 outputs per minute, it will keep on performing 10 outputs per minute. But look at the human worker, his productivity is like this. Originally, right at the morning it is like this, productivity comes down, this is the lunch area, and then after lunch slowly there is some slumber, and then again before going back home the productivity moves up. Okay. So, this is the pattern of productivity. If you take this as a line, then this looks like it. So, but if you have a machine, its productivity for the machine, the product let us draw it here only. For the machine, the productivity will be just exactly this. Machine productivity will be just exactly like this, right. Okay. So, how will humans sustain this challenge? It is human nature that our productivity will come down, it is human nature, nothing doing. So, how will humans sustain is a big challenge. Every warehouse today is coming towards something called Six Sigma, every warehouse. Most warehouses have removed electricity or trying to remove electricity expenses. Lightometers put in different corners, they are telling that no, here you cannot store a good, light is not there, store it there, there is lot of light. The roofs are no more concrete, they have areas through which light can pass. Huge warehouse, so during the day they are not having any light at all is natural sunlight. Okay. So, everywhere we are looking at these problems. So, automate, replace, and just look at the ASRS systems that we just now mentioned. ASRS systems is what? Full automation, zero defect, zero error. So, we are looking at these systems. Humans have some ergonomic problems, ergonomics. Okay. Ergonomic problems, ergonomic workstations. Every warehouse the worker should be given a gloves, and companies pay for it. Reason that tomorrow if there is a cut in the palms or hands of the worker, the next 2 days the worker will not come to office, come to work. Who loses? The organization loses. So, in the organization's interest, every worker is being given safety equipments. Every worker is given insurance. Even insurance is to such an extent that suppose a warehouse will be painted. Take simply, suppose a warehouse is getting painted. Now, there is a contractor who is painting. Now, the warehouse people will ask, who are your employees, or how many people will actually paint the warehouse per day, and how many days it will take. Now, this painter will give a indication, we will take 10 days and every day 5 people. Now, the warehousing agency will take insurance for 5 workers into 10 days, because they say that it is better if somebody is severely injured while painting, then we lose lot of money. It is better to take insurance. So, these are certain human aspects that we are all over the world, managers are very, very worried about. Automation is the answer to cost cutting, but what about the human aspects? So, there is I would say, that brings us to actually more and more we should think of innovation, innovation and innovation. Okay. Unless we innovate, and only humans can innovate. So, innovative methods of warehouse management, and now look at it, we mentioned about synchronizing demand with supply. If that happens, what will happen to all the workers and staff in the warehouse? The requirement will be reduced to 1/10. So, we have to think of innovative ways of doing business, innovative ways of storing, warehousing, everything. We have to look at all these dimensions. So, these are areas of concern, and as I mentioned, most of the warehouses are going towards a 6 sigma. What is 6 sigma? From the mean, almost every distribution lies within 3 standard deviations from the mean. What we are saying is that no, this is no more 6 sigma. So, this is no more 3 standard deviation, this is 6 standard deviation. So, whatever deviation we had, suppose my work time was 1 hour, that is 60 minutes with a deviation of 10 minutes, okay, right, with a deviation of 10 minutes, standard deviation, right. Now, we are saying that no, that 3 standard deviation, okay, that 10 by 3, my variation I will say, deviation, that is the upper specification limit and lower specification limit. Okay. The lower specification limit is, let us say 10 minutes. So, my standard deviation is what? 3.33. Now, we are saying that no, it is not 3.33 anymore, it is 10 divided by 6. So, 1 point how much? 66 or 67 something whatever it is, I am very poor at division. Okay. So, now we are saying this is the standard deviation. Okay. Upper specification limit, this is the lower specification limit. Okay. So, now we are saying that this is the standard deviation. So, what are we saying? We are saying ki reduce your errors, reduce your chances of errors, reduce your chances of errors. Where how to take care of humans in this setting is a great challenge. Their sustenance is in question mark. So, as managers, as strategists, you should also try to think about innovations, innovative ways of doing business. See, warehouse is a huge fixed cost. No organization wants to incur that. So, as strategists, you should look into all these aspects and decide on these models. Okay. We said cost reduction in the warehouse. Electricity is a huge cost, we told you. Okay. So, every warehouse they will start their morning, the shift, work shift is changing. Earlier it was 3 shifts, right, 8 hours each. Now, what they are saying is 3 shifts is not allowed. Warehouses will stop operating after 6 p.m. in summer and after 5 p.m. in the winter. Okay, they are saying no, don't operate after just up to this much. Okay. Because start from morning 6 a.m. to 5 p.m. Here start from 5 a.m. if required. If required, I am saying, but no working in the evening. Why? Electricity is a huge cost. Okay, why? Electricity is a huge cost. It's a great problem. Every warehouse. So, I said, as we said, the transparent sheds to allow the natural light to fall, lightometers. Okay. So, these are certain things that you should. Offloading work to third party. Every warehouse, any big warehouse, you will see the transporters desks are there. Transporters are allowed to set up contact points inside the warehouse. Transporter, we call them as the transporter desk. It is there. Any order from the warehouse, it is going to the transporter, they are coordinating the entire thing. Already offloaded to third party. So, we have to think of these dimensions. I am sure with innovative technologies, innovative thinking, innovative systems, we will be able to use our workforce in a much better manner. Okay. These are the references for this section. Okay. With this, we complete the module on decision support systems for materials managers. Okay. Next module, we will start off with another topic. Okay. So, thank you.